Okay, we're live. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's see. How can we help today?
Okay, so sorry I canceled and a bunch of different times. We got super busy. We started a new phone system here at our offices, and we have like 6 different locations. So I've had to go like each location, set that up, and that takes a lot of time. But anyway, we're ready to jump into Dubb. So kind of just like, so I got on, I think I got on last Thursday, and I uploaded a video and kind of just want to see like the process of how to send out a video, just your first video.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just how to send out your first video.
Yeah. Because I know we want to do one here. I think not this week, but next week. So we're I work for my dad, so he has a financial seminar coming up. And so how it works is he invites a bunch of people to dinner. And so after the dinner, he wants to send out a Dubb video saying, "Thank you for coming. Super glad to meet you guys." Something like that.
Okay.
So that's what we want to do our first one for.
All right. Yeah. Let me just go ahead and grab something in here.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Because I know you guys had a couple of users on the account, right? I could have sworn we did like a group training. I was just trying to find that one to make sure you guys have access to that.
I think the first time we talked, it was me, you, and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I know we have 4 accounts on. I think right now we're kind of in the process of seeing how we want to use Dubb.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and just jump right in here. 1 second. All right. I will share my screen with you, and this whole thing's being recorded as well. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. So, wrong button. All right. You can still see my screen here, right? Or did it stop?
I can't see it quite yet now.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So remind me again. What tool will you guys be using primarily? Like a Gmail or an Outlook or a CRM? Where do you plan on?
So I mean, that's kind of like kind of our first bridge. So we all have Outlook email accounts.
Okay.
I think to start out, we'll probably use that. But I know we're kind of interested in we use a CRM called Insured Mine.
Okay.
It's kind of newer. It's for insurance companies. So I guess to start out, probably with Outlook.
Okay.
And then later integrate into Insured Mine.
Okay. So how do you guys feel you'd probably be most comfortable creating your videos, in front of your phone or in front of the computer, or a combination?
So I uploaded a video to our account. All I did for that one is I just recorded it from my phone of my dad, just like standing up. I just held it up. I'm probably going to buy that thing that you mentioned, like the stick holder, to make it like not as shaky. But like you guys, what I remember from the beginning, it said the lower tech, the better, because it seems more personalized. And that's what I try to convey to my dad, because he was a big, like, we need a green screen, all this stuff. I'm like,
Nope. Yeah, you got it right. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and I'll just cover the couple basic ways. What you've discovered there is that's a easy, nice and bread and butter way. You can use your cell phone to record, just like you did. You can also use the mobile app. There's some pretty cool things you can do. So the mobile app, you can record directly onto the app using the app's functionality. So you can do some things like start the video facing you. And then if you wanted to switch the camera around and show the office or something like that in the same video, we can do that on the app as well.
Okay.
So there's this little eye icon here that there's going to be it says a new app tutorial. That's where I would definitely go, because it's going to be a little bit easier for you to watch this couple-minute video to show you on your phone as you're watching it. So that's where I recommend for the app. And then you've discovered you can already take a video and upload it to the app and do it the same way. Okay. So the other thing is we can use the Dubb Chrome extension to create screen recordings.
Yep.
So if you guys need to do things like showing off a website, or maybe it's a contract walkthrough or a proposal, or anything where you're needing to provide something on the screen, that's going to be done using the Dubb Chrome extension. Let me go ahead and switch over to here. This guest user, this is your guys here. So the first thing you'll notice when you log into your account is going to be this link right here, get the Dubb Chrome extension. And so if you download that, as long as you're on Google Chrome, it will give you that little Chrome extension button right there. And then that guy is the screen recorder. So all you have to do is give it a click. It'll give you your little webcam feed down here, or it can be your profile picture, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
And then all you have to do is hit record. And now it's going to be recording your screen. So like I said, if it's a website navigation you're trying to show someone, or a contract, or a proposal, anything where you need to provide a visual, that's what this guy's for. And you could say, click here for this, sign here for that, so on and so forth. And then when you're ready to upload that, you just press that check mark, and then that video is on the platform, ready to be customized. Okay, so we talked about the mobile app and the cell phone. We've talked about the screen recorder. And then we also have just regular old camera videos we can record directly onto the website. just clicking the plus button here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we've talked about how to get the videos onto Dubb. Now let's talk about the next thing, which is customizing them. So as you can see here, there's just some videos in my library. Here's a random one I uploaded here. And so every video has its own little video page, so to speak, its own little video management page, and then its own landing page. So the idea is to just set this stuff up one time. So for you guys, what we'll do is upload the logo, set up this email signature, maybe build a few buttons. And once we have all that stuff set up once, that way we can set it all as a default.
Mm-hmm.
And like right now, if I hit record, either on my phone, the mobile app, or if I upload an existing video, it's going to build this whole page for me automatically. And that's kind of what we want to do is, avoid editing and, customizing things as we move along. We just want to have a nice, efficient workflow. So we set this guy up one time, you hit record, it's going to build this page, and then now it's ready to be distributed through either email or text or whatever we want to use. So you guys mentioned Outlook. So the extension we have, or the integration we have with Outlook, is going to be really similar to this Gmail one, just one thing different. So pretend I just recorded a video with my cell phone, and now I want to send that through my Outlook email. All I have to do is first make sure the Outlook integration is installed by coming here, which is your settings, and then integrations, and the Dubb Outlook add-ins right there. And this is going to take you to the Microsoft Store. Once the installation is complete, you're going to have that little Dubb icon right inside of Outlook. And you give it a click, and here's that video you just recorded on your cell phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
All we want to do is send this through. We do need to enter the email if we want to track it. So if you want to know specifically who's watching, what percentage they've watched, things like that, we do need to enter the email here. If you've already entered the email, or if either through a CSV file or manually, you'll see that the contact will get pulled up really quickly. So you only have to type in the first few letters. And like I said, this is only important if we want that really specific tracking. If we are, sending one video to one person, like it's a custom video just for them, this isn't as necessary because we already know that that's who the video was for. The other thing is we always recommend putting the first name on it for somebody. So if it's, we're sending a video to Bob, we want to say video for Bob. Just going to make that video look and feel a little bit more personalized for them. Okay. Now, when you send this through text message or email, that's exactly how it's going to work within Outlook. So you guys will have the add-on, you'll give it a click, you'll take the video and just insert it like that. So it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and delete that. But now what happens when they click this here? Whether you're sending it through a text message or email or however you're sending it, when they click on this or on the button, it takes them back to this video page here.
Okay.
Which like I said, what we want to do is just set up some of this stuff ahead of time so that it's all going to be ready to go. All you have to do is worry about hitting record.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say that's pretty much the quick version of that. We're going to dive into some specifics and actually begin doing some of these things for you. Okay, so you ready? We're going to dive into your account and do some of these. Okay. So the first thing is, this is your account here. Looks like you already got the logo in there. Let's go ahead and take that. What's that?
I said, yeah, man. I was on there messing around. I was playing around with it.
Yeah, it looks good. Good. Okay, so we got most of the stuff done. Just a couple other things here on the video page. I would say we definitely want to just brand this page a little bit more. You can see that email signature section. Maybe you want to add more stuff there. Let me go ahead and show you where I do that. So right now under profile, we just have an email and nothing else. But if you do want anything else there, let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So you see mine has my website, email, maybe some social links. Any other information you want to include there can be done right here under this profile section. So first, you just fill out the information you want to include.
Okay.
And under video options, choose which of these you want displayed. So right now, you just have your name and profile image, and that's why all that's showing up there. Let's say if we had your website or your email, all we do is click that email button, and then now the email is going to show up in there as well. So yeah, I'd usually recommend having the contact information there, whatever you're open to receiving, because it's just a second way of kind of capturing a conversion.
Yeah.
So in the video, we instruct people to call or email us with the
Okay.
All right. So the next thing is the call to action buttons themselves. Let's talk about that. What are some things you're going to want these guys to do after having viewed this video?
So yeah, I think so. This one right here. This is a this is actually different. This is a thank you video. So I think definitely for this one, we want to want a Google review.
Okay.
Because that's the only video I have uploaded right now. But
okay.
But I definitely Google review.
Mm-hmm. So to leave a Google review then.
Yes. To leave a Google review. What would be another one? Probably like an. I would definitely say like email, because we don't really do appointments that much. So like an email or something like that. And
well, let me ask you this. What ultimately are we trying to get them to do? Because I know you described a couple of different things here. One is that converse, meaning follow-up, right? Like, so we had a meeting with people and we're thanking them for their attendance and providing follow-up there, right?
Yeah.
So what in that use case are we trying to get them to do? What is the ultimate goal we want them to do?
Well, definitely to reach back out and say that they're interested.
Okay. So we want them to a hand raise saying, hey, this was interesting. I'd like to start a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the main thing with this one. Yeah.
Got it. So then, we definitely want to, there's a couple of things. One is, let me go ahead and jump back to my page to show you some things here. I know you mentioned you guys don't do a whole lot of appointments. That's perfectly okay. But what we want to do is open the dialogue up in whatever way we're willing to have that conversation. So if you want to give out your direct phone number, or if you want to use something like a business line, like a Google Voice or something, that's definitely one way to make yourself available. We can either put a button, which would give you a phone call or a text message, and then also putting the number in the email signature section there will allow people to click it. And if they're on their mobile, they can call you or text you right from those buttons or in that signature section.
Yeah. So then let me ask you this. Okay, so I know you use Calendly. So like it says book time with Darius with Calendly. So we don't use Calendly right now. We use Outlook. Does Outlook have an extension for that to book time?
Yeah. So actually, Outlook can very easily connect to Calendly just like this. So Calendly, there's a completely free version of it as well. And this one connects to my Gmail, but you can very easily connect it to an Outlook calendar as well. The only limitation is sometimes if you guys are part of like a big domain, there can be some IT like permission settings where you have to give Outlook or give Calendly permission to access your Outlook calendar. Whereas like if we had a tech team set that up, sometimes there's like a firewall or some permissions issue in place of that. So that's the only time I've seen any issue with connecting Outlook to Calendly. But otherwise, the two are definitely very compatible.
Yeah, because because if Calendly has a free version, there's no reason kind of not to use it.
Right. Exactly.
Because I think this should be good to put at the end of a video to go ahead and book time.
Exactly. It's a nice way to capture low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So people that are all ready to convert, people that are ready to book a time, we have an option for them to take. Because what if they get this video when they're in their car or they're just going into an appointment or something like that where they're not able to give you a call or email or text or something in that moment. But, an hour from now or 2 days from now or whatever does work. So that is kind of the idea of setting up your CTAs is, we have the ultimate thing that we want them to do, which is to raise their hand and say, hey, I want to talk. Yeah. But say if they're not quite ready for what we want them to do in the way we want them to do it, we want to have some other buttons or some options for them to take or some information for them to consume to get them warmed up to take those actions we want them to. So you'll actually here on our page, we have an example of this. So we have this first video where we have like a really irresistible offer, something really compelling that we want to incentivize them with. And then if that at all has interested them, then at the end of that video, it actually transitions into another video automatically where this one has more explainer style stuff. It has some infographics and some animations and things like that. And so this way we can have a really short and punchy, prospecting message, but then we have a bulk of the message where it's repeated and we're not having to repeat ourselves every time. So there's that workflow. And then there's also the way, as I mentioned, the buttons work. So this is the very bottom. Those are the people that are ready to close. But then we need to have something for people that aren't quite ready for that. So if you have some things like a testimonial or client success social proof works really well at that stage. Do you guys have something like that for your business? Like some case studies, testimonial? What does that look like for you?
I think we definitely could find some because this is all so new. We haven't really done anything like this before, but I think it's definitely something to explore. And I think I could definitely ask my dad and definitely his assistant who helped with that. So because I do like that idea because it's almost like you said, for people who aren't ready to fully commit to. And
that's exactly the idea of that social proof asset is to just get them over the finish Get them like, okay, they've helped all these other people. We can spend a few minutes on the phone.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, you have some very stuff for what at the very top of the funnel. So like maybe this person didn't even attend the event, and we're sending them a video, and they can register for the next event. Or maybe it's like a visit the website or meet the team. Lots of kind of more of those top of funnel resources, and it all depends on what your guys' business looks like and what resource you have. For me, what it sounded like is maybe register for the next event.
Yeah,
would be that top of funnel resource.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So that would be one example of how to set up that particular page for that video of that event we were just talking about. But of course, whatever else we're doing in the business, so things like a follow-up or maybe some automation or whatever the goal of something we're trying to accomplish, that's the idea of building these pages to optimize for that type of conversion. So your attendees to an event is very specific. So we want all these buttons and all the information on this page to be really specific to that. Whereas if we're maybe doing some online advertising or we did something else where the lead sources are coming from a different place, we're very well going to likely structure this page in a different way to make the most sense for that particular audience. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, what I would say is it sounds like we got a little bit of homework maybe. Just coming back to the kind of drawing board, seeing what we have in terms of social proof. So if you guys have any clients willing to do some video testimonials, we can do a campaign to collect those. I also mentioned a campaign for collecting written reviews. I want to just show you something really quick here. There is a nice little video in this section which really goes specifically into that. It says how to collect video and how to collect written reviews. So both of these go real deep into how to build a nice little video page to both collect written reviews, like on Google or Facebook or wherever you're collecting them, and then also to collect video testimonials. So this is going to be a great resource for you guys to start with in terms of building up some more of those reviews. And like I said, if you already have some, then we can position those as like a button or as a playlist. Lots of ways we can leverage those. I would say that's probably one of the most important parts here on these video pages is that social proof aspect.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
Cool. Okay, so that's a little bit of homework. We got to collect whatever social proof we have, and if you're, like you said, looking to build up some more, then we definitely want to build a campaign for written and video testimonials.
Yeah.
Collect some of those while we can, and we also talked about some low-hanging fruit, so like that calendar integration. I definitely recommend checking out Calendly. The free version of it will do everything you need it to. And if you have trouble installing it to Outlook, it'll probably just be a quick conversation with whoever installed Outlook the first time and say, hey, we need a password or whatever it is. Okay, so we talked about a low-hanging fruit button, calendar option. We also talked about having that, maybe some more information here, like a phone number or email here as well. And then the other CTAs for the middle and top of funnel as well. So that way we have something for everyone. Okie dokie. So I would say that probably is enough for homework right now. We've talked about the couple ways to create them, so that the app, the Chrome extension, and then the website itself. The other thing we want to do maybe is a little bit of customization to this page, so that the blue kind of matches the blue in there already. If we wanted to change it, you can always come into the design, select a different thing there. In the background, insurance is probably not the best word to search for, but we can search for really any word you want to throw in there. It's going to be some themes. Let me just go ahead and grab one. I just want to show you what it looks like. So if that blue frame's around it, it's going to say saved. There's also a default checkbox. So if you find a background you like, you want to apply it to all things, it's very easily done. So that's kind of what it looks like, and it just sets a little theme to the page.
I like that. Cool.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a little bit nicer than the blank white. So yeah, all you got to do is come in there. Either, like I said, choose any word you want. Going to be thousands of stock photos to choose from. You can also upload your own image. It just has to be by this 1280 by 720. That's the limitation. And then, as I mentioned, there's that default box. So once you find one you like, be sure to check that, and then it's going to build that whole page automatically. The other thing we talked about is ETAs, which also have that default setting. So here in the call to actions, whenever we create one, there's this default CTA field. Anything that has that default checkbox is going to be applied to a video page automatically. So like right now, if I hit record, it is going to attach these call to action buttons automatically. So it's going to put on that background image, the logo, this email signature, and then those 3 buttons that I have selected as the default. So that's what it's going to build right now if I just hit record, which is the same thing we want for you guys. So leave a Google review sounded like one we want to build, maybe a calendar option, and then maybe like a top of funnel, like register for our next event, something like that. And then I think those 3 could potentially work as a default for all time. So every video you create could potentially have those videos on there, or those buttons, I should say.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Cool. All righty. Well, I think I've given you enough to be dangerous here or get some homework done. And then once you are getting to that point, or you've reached that point, you have anything else, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll help you get to the next line.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Carson, you got anything else for me right now?
I think that's it. Well, can you scroll back up to go back to the like the page where it says like type in the email to share. I just want to see how that. So whenever we would type in, like, whenever we're ready to like get going, I'm like, all right, I've got everything set up. I've got all my call to actions done. Videos cool, background's cool, everything's good. I would go right here and I would type in every single person I want to send that to, right?
So, like, say, are you going to send this? How large is the list? Is it 20, 50, 100, or is it like 10? How many?
I'm going to say it's going to be 30.
Okay. So if it's 30 people, what I would actually recommend to do is, let me go ahead and show you on your account. If you have a CSV file with these people on it, right? You would actually come into contacts, import these people. Are you sending one custom video to 30 people, or is it is it custom videos for each person, or is it one video to each of those people?
It's going to be the same video to each of them.
Okay. So then, the best way to do that is going to be to take that CSV file, you come in here to Dubb, and you're going to import those contacts as a CSV file.
Okay.
The thing you need to worry about is the first 3 column headers here. Those need to be exact. So you have a CSV file. It just needs to have first name, last name, email, no additional spaces, nothing like that. They do have to be exact. So people often will have an additional space in there, and it'll cause it to fail. So just be careful with those first 3. And the rest can be anything you want. So you take that CSV file, import those contacts, and then you would be able to send a campaign to them. So I would say, what is the name of that list? Do you have like a short name for a tag?
Just do like webinar 1.
Okay. So what we would do is we would import that list. This is individuals at a time, but when you do that, when you import the CSV file, you can select a tag, and that's what you would do webinar 1 or whatever you want those people to, that list to be associated with.
Makes
sense. Now that tag is associated with them, I can come into here, create a brand new email. Okay, actually, looks like we'll have to do some things first. Do we have enough time? Okay, we have a couple more minutes. What is your physical address I can put in here? That is a prerequisite to sending out a campaign.
It's 1904 South Main Street.
MAIN or?
Yep. Suite 212. And the city is Wake Forest.
One word or 2?
North Carolina. Oh, it's 2 words. Zip code is 27587.
2587?
27587, yep.
27587. Right. Okay, so this next step you will have to do on your own. It's going to be connecting an email to Dubb in order to send these guys out. So do you guys have Outlook, you said, right? No one's using Gmail?
No, we all use Outlook.
Okay, so that might be a little bit harder because Outlook, you have to use the SMTP credentials.
Okay.
So if I come in here, campaign settings, add a new email, you'll see there's a couple of options. So for Outlook, I would have to use the server and port number and things like that here.
Okay.
So this is one way to do this. And once you've connected your Outlook here, you can send it out through Outlook. The other way we could do that is what you've described, is you come in here, hit share and send, and then we would just say, what was the, enter somebody's email here. .com. We're going to add that as a new contact, and then I would say video for Darius. And then now I can press that copy, and then now I would go into my Outlook and put, Darius Dubb and then send that email as I normally would. So that was definitely a little bit slower. I mean, doing that 30 times would not be convenient.
Yeah.
So there is that method. And then if you guys don't have currently another tool to send out any type of broadcast or anything like that, like a CRM or something.
So we use our new phone system is called Bridge. I don't know if you ever heard that. Bridge Group. I don't think that they can send it out through that. The only way they could do is through text. So I guess it would have to be Outlook. But maybe, I mean, it sounds like it's easier if you have Chrome to me. So I don't set up like an individual Chrome account and send it from there.
That's correct. Yeah, we'd be able to really easy connect to Gmail and send out right from there. Very, very easily, because we have a nice little API with Gmail. Yeah. So if I just click Gmail, you got it. Yeah, that'd be a little bit easier. There's a nice 1,000 email a day daily sending limit on there as well. So if it's over 1,000 you guys want to send to, then we would need something else, but should be fine with that. Okay. So the other thing was, we mentioned the copy and paste. This is how you would send a direct blast. Do you guys have anything else in place right now? Like, so say if you wanted to send one video to your list, or one email to a mass number of people, would you be using Outlook for that right now?
Yeah.
Like a BCC or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, we still could do that methodology as well. So like I can paste this video into an email one time and BCC to everyone. But the tracking won't be as nice. Like it wouldn't show me specifically who was watching, who clicked, things like that. So yes, if I want that really detailed tracking, I would either have to send them one at a time, or I would use the campaign section here using Gmail to send that blast out. So either one of those ways, either one at a time or using our blasting feature, would get you that really detailed tracking.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so there is a nice little video in here again in that tutorial section, where it goes into how to build a campaign in depth. It's going to say how to, or Dubb Video Campaign Management, right in here. Your campaign management, there it is. And then that will show you how to set up and use the campaign tool. The other thing I would say is, if you need some help, of course, as always, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll be happy to kind of get you over.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
All righty. Well, like I said, if you do need anything, don't hesitate. Got chat support, email support, and us as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Carson. All right. You have a good day, okay? We'll talk again soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Back in here. Thanks, guys, for attending that. Hopefully, some people found some value. Let's see here. I think we are good to go. Let me see my next call.